Today, no, we're not working on boat motors. We're working on dryers. This dryer is about 5 years old, and it's the dryer in my house, and it decided to puke last night. It will not start, so I started tracking down what could be wrong. Check the belt, not the belt. So then I started looking at thermal fuses. There's two thermal fuses on this model. One is down inside here. There's a box there, and that inside that box is your coil for your heater. There's one on the side. Wasn't that? So then there were only two. I guess the other one is for the lint trap. The blower circulates air up through. This blower circulates the air somehow. I don't know how they work, but I took the box off, and this thing had about 10 pounds of lint in it, which is probably what caused it to overheat. So I took the part off in question, which is readily available at your parts store. Stupid thing. Which is this guy right here. That's a thermal fuse. And what I did was I took my multimeter out and I tested the fuse. And set your multimeter to buzz back at you. So there's continuity. What I did was I tested the old one, which gave me no continuity. There's the new one with continuity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt that back up and get my connectors back on and see if she fires back up. So this is what they look like. The bump sits down on top, and it's a fuse. It's a thermal fuse, so if it gets too hot inside the dryer, this fuse will break and prevent your dryer from starting. Now on this particular dryer, it's a pretty plain Jane unit. You know, you have your time, dry, fabric, temperature, and start button. When I held the start button down, I could hear the timer going, so I knew the timer was getting power and I knew the timer was running. So all my investigations off the internet led me to believe it was a thermal fuse. I checked that one thermal fuse and then checked the other one, and sure enough, one was dead. So I'm going to go ahead and put this thermal fuse back in, plug it back in, put the cover back on, and we're going to try it. So now you can see I've got the cover bolted back on. Everything's cleaned up. I'm about to plug it back in. We'll see if she goes. Oh, look at that. Magic. Now we have saved ourselves hundreds of dollars for a repairman to come out, and we now have a working dryer again. Simple stuff to fix at home. If you ever want to see what a dryer looks like while it's running, there's the coils sitting inside that box. So you have a thermal fuse on this guy and a thermal fuse where the blower sits. One of those pops, everything stops. Thanks for watching.